one of the things that I hear a lot is, yeah, I want this, Kelly. I want this really great partner in my life. Is it is it possible? Is he even out there? And I just want to share with you what I have seen over my years of doing this. It seems like there's nobody out there. You're doing your best. You're showing up your absolute best, and you know how amazing you are. And so why isn't it working? And it's kind of like watching someone that all right, I'll give you an analogy from my grad school days. This is the only thing that's coming to me. And so in grad school, one of my favorite classes, we had a marine biology class, and there was a lake by my college, and so we got to row out to the middle of the lake, and we took samples and we brought them back into the lab and put them under the microscope and saw. It was kind of what I'm going to tell you was actually it kind of made me sad, but it stuck with me and made it really. I've been able to make a point with it for years now. So when we got back to the lab, we put under the microscope, and you see all the little swimmies, all the bacteria, all the little microorganisms that live in the middle of the lake. And our professor was telling us about this. There's one microorganism that was just banging up against the glass of the petri dish. And she said, yeah, she named it. I don't remember the name. And she said they only live in the cold current in the center of the lake. All the other microbes that are in that petri dish, you can find them all different parts of the lake. So they might, they encounter seaweed, they encounter the shore, they encounter the bottom of the lake. So they have the experience of running against an obstacle. And all the other microbes know that when they run against an obstacle, they should, they've got to look for a way around it, or at least turn around so they don't bang their head. And this microorganism will, because it lives and hasn't had the experiences it needs to teach it over millennia of evolution or whatever, it doesn't believe that a wall exists, and so it bangs its head against it. And actually, if you don't return it to the lake, it will kill itself. And all the samples, unless we were to return them, would not obviously live in the petri dish anyway. But it was really, really sad. But I often think of that. My glasses are wonky, and I can't tell if it's my face or my glasses. Okay, and so I often have thought of this story because I never want to be the amoeba in the petri dish. I never want to be banging my head against something expecting, because I've never experienced it this way, expecting that the petri dish is going to give, and then crushing my own self out on it. And so bringing that back to this idea, are there men out there? Is there someone out there that actually meets the needs, the description of what you're looking for? Absolutely, 100% yes. There truly is. And when we don't know how to do dating, you don't see them. Your head is down and you're banging your head against a wall and wondering, and you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And what I find is, when I can work with my clients and get their head up and get them dating skills, then they're like, oh, that was a wall. Let me go around the wall. Looky, looky, looky. And how much easier it becomes. So when you're doing this, first of all, it's very natural to not believe that there's someone out there, that there is not someone out there for you. I think there isn't a woman that I work with that hasn't told me that, like, that's the wrong finger. There isn't a woman that hasn't told me that at the beginning and along the way in their journey. Number two, it is very normal to be like, why is this not working? The women in this group, by and large, you are all really incredibly dialed in. You do life really well. You have relationships with the people that you love. You know how to be in relationships. You know how to be loving and kind. I find when I hear on the phone all the time, yeah, I'm kind of afraid something's wrong with me. I'm afraid I'm never going to find someone to spend my life with. Not that I have to, but it would be really nice. And I have so much love to give. I just want somebody to love, not just to love me, but I feel good when I love another person. I feel good when I talk with another person throughout my daily life. That deep, honest, heartfelt desire that gets shamed in our society, like, as this offshoot of the feminist movement, which, if you're gonna toss something up in the air and try and describe Kelly, it's gonna land on the side of feminists. So I'm all for every great thing that we've gotten from the feminist movement. And one of the drawbacks that I've seen is women have just kind of given up on men. They either male bash or they just say, I'm better off alone, which is fine if that really is what you want. I find over and over again that when I talk with women that have done this, they don't really want to give up. They're just tired of being the amoeba in the petri dish. And yeah, honestly, if you're going to bang your head against the wall, then don't do it, because nobody deserves that kind of pain.